Hey there, Heather, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter. I'm welcoming you to yet another second and 10 football video. We're doing the 1970s NCAA tournament. Of course, Saturdays we do NCAA decade stuff. Sunday we do the NFL. We got through 16 teams. 7 of the 16 teams were teams that competed in the Qatar 128 team tournament that was last September because, 128 schools, 128 teams, and all that stuff. And 9 of them were actually picked to be national champs or runners up or split national champs. And I had to buy a few seasons of the 1970s to get them in play. Anyway, last week we saw Temple win 2013 over San Jose State, Battle of the Unknowns. 70 Texas survived in the fourth quarter against 76 Iowa State. 73 Notre Dame taking down 70 Ohio State thanks to some defense. 77 Notre Dame surviving 73 Alabama. Dave Reeve having to kick 7 field goals. Count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 71 Oklahoma beating 78 Bama 39-29. Jack Mildren running for 3 touchdowns as a quarterback. 72 USC crushing Arkansas State, like you think, 35-0. 71 Nebraska crushing L Tech, as you probably would have guessed. And Pitt crushing Eastern Michigan because that's what happened. So now we are in the quarterfinals. We have decent skies. Hold on. Yep, so we got the final 8. We are going to be keeping our eye on Nebraska versus Pitt because Nebraska and Pitt both have had some great matches, and you got two good. You kind of have like superstar matchups, except for Temple. Temple seems to be the only non-superstar team. Like Texas has one team, Notre Dame has 2. Strange enough, they have to play against each other. That's what the schedule maker decided to do. And yes, because they're 4 years apart, they can play each other, and we don't have to autoplay. All right, so we are going to head to, let's see. Pitt actually is the farthest east. Now we're going to go we'll start in Texas, then head to Pitt for the fourth and final game. Here we Greg Bullitt, Kevin Duckett, your running backs. Gerald Looser, Wiley Pitts, and Drew Westneck are your receivers. Doug Keys, Chris Stringer, Vern Collins, Rich Garza, and Fitz Benson in your O-line. Texas' D-line. David Arledge, Ray Dowdy, Scott Palmer, Bill Antisis. Randy Fradman, Stan Moldy, Scott Henderson, your linebackers. Danny K. Lester, Eric Keefley, Rick Neighbors, and Alan Lauer are your DBs. And Temp Home. I really find a good temp. Jim Burleson, Billy Dale to run. Danny K. Lester, Holmes Ryder will receive. Bobby Bunch, Mike D, Jim Achilles, Randy Stout, and Bobby Bunch on the line. Temple's D-line is Ken Stretch, Guy Peters, Brett Egan, and Paul Purdy. Mike Crucio, Steve Concher, Bruce Grimmer, your linebackers. Bob Keels, Mark McCann, Joe Rosati, and Brett Hartenstein are your DBs. Texas, the 70 squad, World National Champs, Peter Gates.
First down. First down. First down.
First down, Phillips. Turning right down campus road. 7 yards by Worcester.
Flag on the play.
First quarter.
False start.
Offense.
Offense.
Nice job by them. Touchdown, Bullets.
Flagrant face mask. Defense. Good.
Tempo in the red zone. Touchdown, Bullet. A bullet tree does it again.
The extra point is good.
Red zone trip is Texas. 14-7.
Flag on the play.
Flag.
Clipping.
Defense.
Offense.
Oh, that hurt. That was the first down. 44. No, can't do that. I can't really do
Good.
Texas in the red zone. Touchdown.
Good.
14. You guys can play the rest. I don't think they're going to do anything. Phillips 3 for 7.4 yards. He ran for 1 touchdown himself. Fleming and Collins ran for a touchdown. Forster 85 yards for a touchdown. What? That's good game. Romo 7 for 11, 115, 2 TDs in the half. So yeah, great job by them. 2014, super drive, red zone, tempo, 3 for Texas, all of them touchdowns, recap. No one's out of it, so everyone's playing the best.
Flag on the play. Encroachment. Defense. Good.
Texas, 5, 12 minutes left, 28-17.
offense.
They have to take a timeout while they're fighting for the play.
It's good.
Pebble did out the passing games. Hi, Michael. Grade 17. Phillips 5 for 10, 90 yards. Breathington threw an interception. 136 by Worcester. Burleson 98 yards. So him, Phillips, Fleming, and Collins. So they ran the ball down Temple's Bowling. Pass. Rummel 11 for 21, 7 concussion. Pick. There was 21-14 at the half. Texas put on some stuff. Drives. 3 drives for Temple, all 15. 6 for Texas. Points. Yeah, they ran for 423 yards. Yikes. Texas's running game should be the MVP themselves, but you can't do that. All right, on to Notre Dame. It's the battle of Notre Dame, 73 versus 77. After 4-year like Tom Clements' future CFL icon moved to great company on the road for 1976. Al Hunter, Tom Bruse, and Ron Pickens start running back. Dave Casper goes to the post, and Pete Demerel will start at receiver. Steve Sylvester, Jerry DiNardo, who had a terrible head coaching gig in the 80s. Mark Brenneman, Frank Pomerco, and Steve Reese. The lead line: Russ Browner, Dan Pitcher, Bengal, Mike Calhoun, Ken Duncan, Lee Fry, Steve Heimkarter, Bob Golick, you know him, Save the Bell guy, and Don Becker, Ted Bergmeyer, Joe Restick, Jim Browner, and Luther Bradley, great defensive back. Yeah, these two teams were national champs. The 77s, well, they needed a lot to accomplish. They won the combo against Texas, moved up the national title. Oklahoma and Michigan both had to fail at the Condon and Rose Bowl, respectively, and they both did. 3-11.
Offense.
Anyways, Bell's at 23. Joe Montana, Joe Cool, San Francisco icon. That's not talking about Kansas City, but anyway, yeah, San Fran icon. This was not the chicken soup season. That was the next season, 78. Jerome Heyman starts at running back. Chris Hines, the man who got that cotton ball winning touchdown from Montana at 79. Dave Linger and Hackman. Tim Foley, Tad Borowski, Dave Huffman, Ernie Hughes, and Steve McDaniel. Your line, D-line. Jim Scott, Mike Fanning, Kevin Nelsbeck, and Russ Browner. I guess Russ Browner played for him. Greg Patella, Drew Mahalik, Greg Collins, your linebackers. Tim Rudnick, Blueford Bradley. Yeah, I guess he played for him. He counts that division for that. About 4 years apart. And redshirt. Anyway, 2-7.
First down.
Eric James.
First down.
No score still. They're gonna go for the 26-yard field goal.
No good.
It is again. We hit the upload. And this 70 must hit to Montana at the 5.
Flag on the play.
Flag.
Encroachment. Defense.
Follow. Third and goal, Mike. Fourth and goal at the 1. I kicked for 1. I kicked it. Oh, the ball's loose. The receiver didn't remember that. To get the 77 spot in. Well, that's a mistake and a half. That's a
Timeout. Offense.
Team Montana. 7 seconds left. Do something.
Timeout. Offense.
They didn't take that back. 36 yards.
Good.
Clearwater. At 3 for 11, 48 yards. Havens is spread for 61 yards. Stone had 1 run for 36 yards. Both those guys have more yards in running than Montana's passing. Clemens 4 for 10, 34 yards. Best had 33 yards. He almost. Oh man. 10 drives by the 17-yard game. Punt, miss field goal, miss field goal, miss field goal. Downs, punt, interception, punt, kneel down. Notre Dame, 77 Notre Dame. Punt, fumble, punt, miss field goal, punt, field goal. So it's counted as a miss field goal. But it's not his fault. It's not the kicker's fault. Yeah, it's not Reese's fault.
Flag on the play. Personal foul. Kicking team.
The kicking team for They're in 3. 8 yards for kicking. 4th and 3. Well, gotta kick. It's weak.
Good.
There you go. Team Clemens down 6-0 in 7 minutes.
Flag on the play. Kicking. Offense.
Third and 20.
Good.
There you go. That's a Clemens.
It's good.
Got it again. What was it?
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Abrams. Following that touchdown.
It's good.
Clemens needs something. They're at the 14. And they're good. And the sack and a fumble. What's our time? 20 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's go 5.
Timeout. Defense.
30 and a timeout. 2-10. They still won the game. Montana threw one interception. That's 89 yards for Havens, who's your hero. Clemens, 8 for 20, 92 yards, an interception. So, yeah, these guys just couldn't run. Couldn't pass in command. Fumble, missed field goal. I guess that's a turnover. Fumble, 3. Interception, 4. So, yeah, 6 more. Does that count the ones they had to get after they got back? They turned the ball over 6 times. Yeah. I guess I'm down because that counts. Well, we know the 77 Irish have won. So home teams are 2 for 2. So that's good news for USC and Pitt for that matter. But 72 USC, 71 Oklahoma, that's going to be a big matchup. But they want Nebraska versus Pitt. They want.
Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Receiving team.
Anthony Davis was a road promoted icon. Sam Van Cunningham for Patriots. We start running back. Edzo Garrison, underneath. Chris Janey, Charlie Young, future San Diego Charger. P. Adams, Alan Kraft, Dave Brown, Mike Ryan, Steve Riley, O-line, Eli, Oba, Mike Streck, Lucius Salmon, the two younger brothers, Julie and Leroy, do better. Riley Moore and Ray Hamilton, Sugar Man Ray Hamilton, that is. Steve Aycock, Albert Qualls, and Mark Driscoll. At linebacker, DBs, Steve O'Shaughnessy, Larry Roach, John Shelley, and Ken Hope. Play. Who's going to
First down.
Jansen, Ken Jones, Tommy Bradley, Carol Emmerich, and Dean Unruh are your O-line. SC's D-line, Abe Sims, Jeff Minutes, Monty Doris, and Powell, Charles Anthony, Richard Wood, and Bowling. Linebackers, Charlie Hinton, Artemis Parker, Steve Bateman, and Johnson for DBs.
First down.
Kick is good. Touchdown. It's good. Flag on the play.
Flag.
False start.
Bruno.
Offense.
The kick is good.
Points matter.
The kick is good.
Got it. Let it out. Points.
Flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense.
Hello.
First down. First down.
It's good.
Holy smokes! Good for me, Rob. That's good. What a move. 30-23. And the problem is, we're not even done one half. That's the half. That's great. That's the half. 30-23. Ray, 7 for 12, 195. Beautiful. Carter, 82 yards, ready to go. Cunningham, 4 attempts, 2 rushing. Mildred only had to throw 2 passes, 1 to Harrison. Pruitt, 48 yards, Mildred, 58. Holy smokes. Look at this score. 14-6. Oklahoma hung with them. Well, Riley had a kick 6 to make it 17-13. And so did. He got 2 kick 6s. Kick up returns for touchdowns. Wow. If Oklahoma loses the game, is he going to play the game? I don't know. For the drives. Oklahoma had 7 drives, and it counts the 2 touchdowns. USC 5 trips to the red zone, 5 different plays. Oklahoma only had 1 trip to the red zone. And no one is unfit. Thank God for that.
Flag on the play.
Yes, a flag.
False start.
Very 23.
Offense.
Score after. Well, they said over under 8 points. I still say under. 14? 11. I think this is
The kick is good.
might as well.
First down.
End of the quarter, 33-22. Team third quarter, only 3-point score. That's now over. That's what What? I get this.
First down.
No, not that year. That year, we actually had plus motion to UCLA, not to.
First down.
First down scoring.
First down.
That's it. They said there's 2 and 10 and tried to throw.
Timeout.
Oklahoma outscored SC in the second half 13-10. So yeah, so the first half was a track meet, and then this is a defensive showdown. Ray 14 for 21, 326, so that's 67%. Swan 116 receiving. Mildred 3 for 6 passing, 66 yards. He ran for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pruitt 136, but no touchdowns. Yeah, 2 kick sixes by Oklahoma. That's why they won. Those 2 touchdowns from that half. SC would have won. Take the drive. 3 red zone trips to Oklahoma, all plays. USC 7 red zone trips. Yeah, that poor Oklahoma guy, Wiley. He probably would have won player of the game. 76 points. Well, Temple and Texas had 55. I don't think anyone else. 76. Well, 68, Oklahoma and Alabama. Yeah, 68. That's a lot. Well, 1 more game left. Will Pitt go 4 for 4 for home teams? We'll see about that. That's After 25, Thomas Usyk is the pivot. I know it's Kavanaugh. You got it. Yeah, Usyk. I totally disagree. I'll pull that now. Is he the main guy? What's that? Kavanaugh's the main guy. Like, no. You're in the semi-final. You're in the quarterfinals against Nebraska. If it was against Temple, I allow it. No, I'm not going to allow it. I'm going to give Kavanaugh the ball. Tony Dorsett, the man, future Dallas Cowboy icon, Elliott Walker in the backfield. Corey Jones, Will Taylor, Jim Corgett will receive the ball to start. John Hanhauser, Mike Carroll, John Pelusi, Tom Rosa, and Joe Stoner, offensive line. Nebraska's team line, John Atkins, Larry Jacobson, Rich Glover, and Billy Harper. Cameron Welch, Ranch linebackers. Jim Anderson, Bill Koch, William Harper, Joe Boylight are your DBs. I got Pitt won the national championship. Shocking, Pittsburgh, Numbers, football titles. By Jim Branch. Nebraska gets about 31. Jerry Tag, quarterback, future Ncaa Trny Jeff Kinney, Bill Olds will run the left start. Johnny Rogers, Jerry the Jet, future NFLer and September. With Frosty Anderson and Jerry Listen. Darrell White, Keith Workman, Doug Dumier, Dick Rupert, and Carl Dustin are his life. Pitts D-Light, Ed Rulowski, El Romano, Herbert Cecil Johnson, Jim Kramer, Ernie Wellington, and Tyra are your linebackers. Blair Felder, Jeff Delaney, Bob Jury, James Wilson, your DBs. Then when Nebraska had that crazy game with the front row, Johnny the Jet was a one-man show that day. Oldsmobile was 5 yards. I doubt that if we take the 41 yarder at the 70s.
Is good.
That's it. Took the ball, we're 7-0 in the first. 36.
Good.
Timeout, offense.
Timeout, count.
That kick is no good.
Nebraska's been out like this. Really. I'll take it. They didn't score many points. It didn't happen. They just had good defense and had no offense. I think the Jet had a return for a touchdown. That's probably what it was. Yeah. He scored and then that running touchdown. So 14-3, Nebraska wins. It wasn't pretty, but a win's a win. Hit by no answer. Passing, rushing, return yardage, stands up, penalty sacks, return yardage. It's a domination. Having out 2 for 8 yards. He almost had more running yards than he had passing yards. Dorsett, Hudden, Walker, Swinger, 4 guys had more running yards than coming out passing. Fool. Tag 2 for 12. Well, the passing game wasn't there. It was just the winning game. Johnny the Jet had a punt return. I guess they call it pick 6. Nebraska only had 2 trips to the red zone as it hit. Man, oh man. Under this. Woo! Johnny the Jet is your hero. And Nebraska wins 14-3, becoming the only home team. 36 points. Well, Texas. Good thing Texas scored those last 10 points in the fourth quarter. It would have been funny if Oklahoma had the second most points in the quarterfinals for a team, but they lose. Summary: Mike Ray of USC is named the offensive player of the game for his 320 of the week. For his 326 passing. Steve Worcester and Greg Pruitt ran the ball. Those 2 teams, I think, are out. Are they? No. Yeah, Oklahoma's out. Richard Wood of USC, the defensive player of the week, and the special teams player of the week, Joe Wiley, for his 2 kick return touchdowns. Mike Gray leads in passing over Brummel and Jerry Take. Rushing, Pruitt. Jack Mildren, third. Yeah, Pruitt, Dorsett. Jack Mildren, third. He's a quarterback. Points readers, Mike Gray with 39. He can pass, he can kick. That's what. Now let's see what the semifinals will look like. Poof. They are going to be Texas, Notre Dame, and USC, Nebraska. That should be interesting, USC, Nebraska, especially what USC did in the quarterfinals. Texas, Notre Dame will be kind of slow and steady, but yeah. Yeah, you got 4 very good teams and all that. And yes, we will have full coverage of both semifinals because, it's big. It is big. It really is. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.